Good morning, Desert Sands Educational Foundation community and Desert Sands Unified School District. My name is Sean Webb, and I'm the Director of Community Engagement, and you're watching Classroom Conversations. Chef Mary, we are on episode 39. Look at that. We're at episode 39. But before we move on, I want to make sure to thank the Foundation Board and for them allowing us to have this platform, and they provide it for us to share everything great about Desert Sands, the community, our staff, and everything that's going on. But I want to go ahead and read the mission statement for them. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. With that being said, we got a full schedule today. We're going to talk a little bit of recap on CAMFest 2020. We're going to go over the Desert Sands social media. We got the winter wellness session that's going to be next Thursday. We're going to talk a little bit about Spirit Week. And then we have a special guest with the Coachella Q Administrator of the Year who's going to join us. So we've got a real special day going on today. So let me go ahead and have Chef Mary join us. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I have all my Christmas stuff on already. I found everything in my closet that would work.
There you go. Well, I like to say that I have I said Baby Yoda earlier. It's not Baby Yoda anymore. It's Grogu shirt on for the holidays here. And I love the theory. You know, I love what he's saying here. Presents are the way. Presents are the way. So even though we can't see one another, Chef Mary, feel free to mail me something and I'll do the same.
I will, yeah. And you know, I would not wear this in public. That's like...
I don't know, Chef Mary. I've seen you in the kitchen in some questionable gear before.
Yes, you have. I mean, I can handle like crazy socks because I bought this last year and then I thought this would be kind of fun to wear. So I actually put it on and then looked in a full mirror and I went, oh no, this is not working. I gotta rethink this thing. So I was back in the closet.
Well, the beautiful thing with being virtual right now and so forth, you could be at home and you don't have to worry about it, right?
Exactly. But this is just for Spirit Week.
There we go. Just for Spirit Week. Well, I love it. Well, you know what? Like I said, we got a full show today. I want to go ahead and I want to highlight how we closed out CAMFest. And I want to bring that up on screen here real quick as soon as it loads. But we just wrapped up CAMFest, and I want to make sure that people are aware. You can go to officialcamfest.org, and each of the days, it's pretty cool, Chef Mary. Each of the days are now loaded. So if you want to see Sunday's video for art, you just click here, and it'll take you right to the video, right on through the finale. And I'll tell you what, the finale was pretty amazing on Saturday, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it was. I mean, it was just an incredible piece of work, a lot of work, and the students involved. And I mean, they did a super hard job. That was really something we thought wasn't going to happen, and it's over. It happened. Yeah,
it's over. It's happened. And as Christy reported to us last night, almost $20,000 has already come in donations as well for this event. And, you know, we kind of doing some quick math. You know, although we weren't at the tennis gardens, we weren't able to sell the tickets like we normally do and make the money that we normally do on that. But I'll tell you what, we didn't have any costs this year. The cost was time and the time of our volunteers. And that was amazing. And with that being said, I think we're going to be able to give out like 75% of the funds that we gave out last year, we're going to be able to give out this year. And I think that's pretty amazing to do during a pandemic.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Christy just did an incredible job. I mean, it was so orchestrated and a lot of hours and a lot of work. Yeah,
definitely. Most definitely. But, you know, great events, and I encourage everybody to take a look at the videos, the schools that are represented in each of the videos. If you go to the YouTube page, you can see exactly who's listed and what schools are highlighted each day. I know that they're still doing work on the website too, and they're going to list those there too, so you can make sure to have people come in and check it out. And I'll tell you, the text to donate option is still available. So if people want to go and make a donation to the foundation, make a donation to CAMFest, they can still do that. And I want to make sure to have that on the bottom there. We're going to keep that open until the end of the year because we know that some people still want to make some, you know, give some opportunities to our students and so forth.
Exactly. That's really good.
Yeah, most definitely. But let me go ahead and change this up here again. I want to say that the social media, I want to pull this up here, Mary. I had a conversation going on, so I want to make sure that the conversation doesn't come up as well. You got to love Facebook Messenger, just pops up on your screen. But let's see here. We've got the Facebook page. You know, we're going to honor our Coachella Q Administrator of the Year. Well, you know, here's another great thing. Another one of our teachers, this is a Franklin Elementary teacher, Anna Moyer. She was the one class at a time winner for KESQ.
Oh, it's awesome. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, so the winner there, we just highlighted that. We're talking about our December Dare Days, and you are dressed up the part. I love it. I'm dressed up in my holiday gear, and we'll continue on with talking about what's going on with that after this, after we talk to Mr. Fisher. But I want to mention this. This is DSUSD Wellness, Winter Wellness. So you and I are going to have the pleasure to be on with the DSUSD Wellness staff from the Student Assistance Program, a school psychologist, and then we have one of our licensed marriage family therapists who are going to join us this next episode on Thursday.
Oh, that's awesome.
A little panel discussion with them, Mary, and anything that you want to ask them about winter wellness and what's available for our students and so forth. The beautiful thing is it's virtual, right? So a lot of things are available, not just to people in the Coachella Valley, but people, if you want to do something for Madison, I'm sure you could be able to reach out too. But all these things will be available, and we're going to have a complete session dedicated to this on Thursday, because we're aware that, we're in a pandemic. We're learning at home. We still have connectivity with people, during school time, but the next 2 weeks, we're not going to be connecting every day. So I know our teachers are on vacation, or a lot of our staff is on vacation. I know that some will be checking their emails and so forth, but we want to make sure that people have every ability to reach out when needed.
Yeah, and I think what's going to be interesting is the kids have been used to being busy on their computers doing virtual,
Right.
and they're home, but now they're home and they're not doing that.
Right.
So I think that's going to be like a double whammy for the parents, because at least for a while, they were busy with their schoolwork. And if they really can't go out and do anything, now they're going to be at the mercy of their parents.
Right. Chef Mary, we got something going on here. Looks like we got a stream bomber coming in. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Let's see who's coming on. It's our very own the LCAP lady joining us. How are you doing, Wood?
We're good. How are you guys this morning?
I am cold up in Big Bear, but I am really good. It's going to be a sunny day, and I'm going to go play Santa Claus this afternoon.
That's wonderful. And Mr. Webb, it seems like you're missing something that goes on top of your head. So I'll be bringing you by something later today.
You know what? I've got to come to that end of the office afterwards. I'll be sure to stop by and grab it. Most definitely. But you know what, Kristen, I had you come on because you are known as the DSUSD Spirit Gal. And I just wanted to make sure to bring you on. And Mary, I know you're not on Twitter, but I want to show you Mrs. Wood's Twitter. So yesterday she came around, kept socially distant, took pictures of people that are all in flannel. So that was pretty awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. Yes.
And I know that there's just, like 7 or 8 of us in that picture there. But I'll tell you, all throughout the district, whenever I got to walk the hallways or even was in meetings, people were pointing out everybody's flannel shirts. So it was really cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that seems to be the thing this year, is the flannel shirt.
Yep, definitely. Let's see here. And you got to love that Mrs. Wood always promotes our Fitness Fridays. Why don't you tell us what's going on here, Mrs. Wood?
Well, I think we talked about this before. This is Ryan Flores, and I was formerly an elementary PE teacher, and let me tell you, he has my energy beat tenfold. Absolutely amazing
Oh,
he's putting together. Yeah.
oh, that is awesome.
He does a great job. I guess there's several PE teachers throughout the district that are doing a wonderful job with creating videos and working out with the kids and getting them motivated and inspired. So they're an amazing PE team.
All I got to say is, for me to be able to do something like that, I need like a refrigerator box.
Oh man, that is so clever. What a clever outfit.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, he does a great job with keeping his kids motivated and everything. And the beautiful thing is they're looking for it each and every week.
Absolutely.
And if he doesn't have one there, the families of the students will call him out.
As they should.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be careful what you start.
Exactly.
Try to keep that going on.
Yeah, exactly.
You worked with this individual who we're featuring this morning. And would you like to stay on with us while we bring on Mr. Fisher?
I would love to.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this on screen here so everybody can see what's going on. We have the Coachella Q Administrator of the Year who's going to be joining us. And this is pretty amazing. I just found out that Q has got almost 24 different organizations throughout the country, and we have one of them here in the Coachella Valley. And to know that we have the Administrator of the Year from this is pretty amazing. You worked with Mr. Fisher at
Desert Ridge Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. And you got to do some creative things over at Desert Ridge Academy while working with him too. I know that.
We did. We put together, we were taking a look at creating pathways for the CTE programs, going from what we had, what clubs and different activities we had at DRA that fed into Shadow Hill's CTE programs. So we were putting that together, which was super fun.
Oh, that's outstanding. Well, you gave him a good little intro there. Why don't we go ahead and bring on Mr. Fisher? He is backstage, and he's making me look bad. I'm not wearing a hat. Hello, Mr. Fisher. Welcome to Classroom Conversations.
Good morning, Mr. Webb and Chef Mary and Chris.
Good morning, Dad.
Good morning.
Well, I want to just say congratulations for being the Coachella Q Administrator of the Year. If you could maybe give us an idea for our watchers and so forth, what is Coachella Q?
Well, the Q is Computer Using Educators. Okay. And as you mentioned, there's 22 regional affiliates throughout California that really support about 10,000 is the number that they will use as 10,000 educators in the state of California. So it really does. They have regional trainings. They have statewide professional development. It's really getting our California educators to have comfort using computers and to expand their knowledge of what they are doing. Our area at Desert Ridge Academy and other schools have hosted our Coachella Q events, and you see educators in our area from the Salton Sea all the way through Yucca Valley attending the local events. So it really is there to support all educators in their use of computers.
No, I had the opportunity to go to one of the events a couple of years ago when I was at Desert Ridge Academy, when it was a day event, and I used it as my professional development. And it was great. It was on a Saturday, and I got to learn a little bit more about Google Classroom and so forth. Maybe if you could share, what are you doing at Johnson Elementary to help expand those types of things?
Well, a lot of my belief is with technology is we're all a little bit scared of technology. There's new things coming out. We're not digital natives per se. We didn't grow up with it, but it's a matter of making sure that the students, the families, the staff are comfortable using what's out there and not afraid to take risks.
Okay.
And I will give. I want to say that this all really started with our ed services department and our technology department, whether it was going one-to-one with Chromebooks or then bringing LFDs into the schools. And we continually were having to learn new things. But it's not knowing everything about the new thing. It's about having that comfort level with what you have. Right. And when you have a comfort level, you can have others pick up that same comfort level. We were using here Flipgrid before March 13th, where I was sending my weekly memo out to staff on Flipgrid, and we all know that not everybody reads the memos word for word and whatnot. So I started throwing trivia questions into my weekly videos, and the staff had to respond if they would like. It wasn't mandatory. Respond to my trivia questions in Flipgrid through Flipgrid, and they got a little prize. We had some free coffees from Circle K. They'd get a prize for answering it. So pre-pandemic, this was just getting people comfortable using these different applications that are out there. Zoom, Zoom, of course, is huge now, but we were Zooming with the Harper for Kids Foundation, which is who we partnered with for our character education. Ford does, John Glenn Middle School does, and the way it was done was virtually before. We've brought in Olympians, Pro Football Hall of Famers, Morton Anderson, the kicker. Okay. We were doing these Zoom assemblies before Zoom really went wild. And it wasn't, it was just, again, having people in our schools comfortable using these formats.
Right.
Because you never know where things were, you never knew, who would expected this, but we didn't know where things were going to go with technology. So it's, again, getting that comfort level with staff, no matter your ability level with computers. And that's what I try to encourage amongst our faculty and our students and our families here.
Okay.
Well, I find it interesting. Like, I have a granddaughter, and from the get-go, I always find it interesting that they want to be on the phone, even when they're little, like with Brooklyn. They have this fascination with the phone and all the buttons and whatever, and their ability to just catch on. And then she says, "Oh, I can show you how to do that, Grammy." So you've given them an opportunity not to be afraid, to get on or to understand. Like sometimes on my computer, it'll ask me a question, and I'm like, "Oh, no, yes." Am I going to punch a button and it's going to give me something else? And plus, I'm on my company's computer, and that's even really scarier.
Mhm.
So they like to shut the whole thing down.
Too funny. Well, I love that, Brad, you've had the opportunity to allow your staff to expand with technology and so forth. I'll be the first to say that when we first started with doing these, Chef Mary, when it came to clicking the mouse to hit go live, I was shaking and
Yeah.
I was nervous. And I remember the first time that I hosted a live event where it was an evening thing where I knew that we were going to have more than 10 or 15 viewers. I was sweating profusely and I can only imagine a teacher every day is doing
Yeah.
that now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier now that I've done it, over 200 times. But I could see how it's definitely stressful if you haven't done it before.
And it's a matter, again, just comfort levels. We're not experts, and we're not going to be experts with everything. But once you start getting comfortable with one program,
Right.
that'll lead to another program, and then
Right.
another program, and it really you expand. And there's so many platforms out there. And I go back to a couple of years ago when Cameo first came out.
Yeah.
We had bought it as a staff as a birthday gift for a colleague, and it was a Niners thing. I know, Kristen, you're Niners there. With Nick Mullins, who's now the starting quarterback. And then you look at what other folks have done with things like that, with programs like Cameo. Todd over at John Glenn with his, you've talked about it on your previous
His virtual concert. Yeah, his virtual stagecoach, basically.
That was awesome. We've had the lead singer of Journey wish our staff, happy summer break. We've had, I was using it for my own child at home, where legendary, now Presidential Medal of Freedom Award winner Dan Gable, or if you're a wrestling person, you know Dan Gable very well, legend in the wrestling community, wished my son a great senior season.
Okay.
I had Urban Meyer and Bruce Buffer from the UFC do that for his virtual graduation. So there's so many things, so many platforms, so many programs out there that we can use, and just finding what we're comfortable with. And it makes it easier. You're not sweating.
Yeah,
Brad, I worked for Honeywell when we were on a big room the size of probably the culinary kitchen, doing card punch and learning languages like Unix and COBOL. And we were demo dollies because the girls all wore like little suits and a little bow tie. And we were the first laptops. And our computers were like huge, big.
Oh, wait a second. I hate to say it, we got another stream bomber coming in.
Bombed.
This only happens when we have special guest, Chef Mary. And you know what? We've got our very own Mary Perry. How you doing, Mary?
Hey,
The other Mary.
Sorry, I don't have the hat, but I do have candy cane jewelry on. Does that count?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Yes.
Ring and everything.
Like a
As long as you
tiara.
got the thumbs up from Kristen, you're good. But you're
Yeah,
a Q
I rely on
administrator of the year.
So, Brad. Hey, Brad.
Bring it in.
I could not let this day go by without screen bombing you. I have to tell you guys that Brad is truly amazing. He is one of those principals who calls me, who lights up my phone and lights up my day, usually, by telling me some awesome things that are, you can hear my phone ringing and it's not Brad. I know, why is it you? He calls to tell me things that I wouldn't otherwise have heard about. I wouldn't know, that I can share with the community. He's always got my back when it comes to both the good and the bad. And I'm always so impressed. He was actually principal at Amelia Earhart when my grandson was in elementary school, and he was an awesome principal then. I have followed him at his other schools. And Brad, I love you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. That's a neat thing looking at the screen right now. I had Kristen's children at Earhart, so I knew her as a mom before I worked with her.
There you go.
Sean, you and I go back 20 plus years. My wife worked with Sean when he was teaching in Mecca. That was a long time ago. And then having Mary's grandson at Earhart. So it's What's one thing about Desert Sands? There's a lot of closeness, a lot of people that have been known to go back way years. It's great.
Mhm.
And as many people have said to me over the years, Desert Sands is just a big family.
It is.
It
I
is.
agree with that completely. And I feel with the reach that we have with the community now and with the foundation, it's just become an even bigger family, the Coachella Valley.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Sean, look at the family that you developed with our culinary programs with the other chefs. I mean,
Yep.
chefs I would have never met in a million years that we have been in contact for the last 10 or 12 years, and they're still with the students
Yep.
that came from our Desert Sands community, that they embrace them and welcome them into the school programs. I think that's really, really critical that they were a key factor. And then our
Mary, think about it, that culinary program's how Mr. Fisher met you. He always had the French fries on the sidelines.
Absolutely.
How I met Mary, too. Mary and I met through the culinary program.
Yeah.
And
Everything comes back to breaking bread.
friend. Mhm.
I mean, so I think we're very, very successful, and the fact that we all embrace bringing new people to the picture. You know, meeting new people, introducing people, finding people that we can interface with in our school system.
Most definitely. Well, Mary Perry, thank you for taking the time to
Thank you,
come
Mary.
on with Mr. Fisher. We greatly appreciate it.
Congratulations, Brad.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you
well
very much.
deserved.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, look, you never know who's going to join us in classroom conversations when we have visitors here. You never know. Jeez. So, Mr. Fisher, can you tell us what else is going on over at Johnson Elementary? I know that you guys have been in the news quite a bit.
Yes, it's
Talk
been
about the great things going on.
a lot of great stuff. Of course, you've had Allison on twice for County and State Teacher of the Year, and
Yep.
that was awesome. Then we and two other sites in our district were just named a national award-winning school for the Start with Hello program through the Sandy Hook Foundation. There's only 8 schools nationally that get it every year, and 3 were from Desert Sands, and Johnson was one of them, promoting saying hello and anti-bullying, things of that nature. So our school was honored to get that award recently. So that was great. Of course, we also just received the Common Sense Media Award, which schools can apply for meeting those certain requirements of teaching your students common sense with their use of technology and online resources. And I'm going to have some breaking news here. This came out last week that Lexi Zanovich, second grade teacher, was named the VFW Post 3699 Elementary Teacher of the Year.
Okay.
So there's been a lot of positivity, a lot of great things going on here at Johnson.
Yeah.
We've got an amazing group of teachers, of classified employees, or staffalty as we call them, because you're one big staffalty. The community is great. It's just an amazing place to be, and lots of great things happening. And it's just you surround yourself with great people, great things happen.
I agree with you completely.
Totally, I
Speaking
agree.
of great things, oh my God, Mary, this is happening, and we got another visitor coming in. And joining us now is Mr. Mick Wilhite. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you doing?
We are
Oh, good
excellent.
morning.
You're on with the Coachella Q Administrator of the Year, Brad Fisher.
Yeah, I'm very proud of him. He's,
Thank
he's,
you, Mick.
one of,
Thank you.
he's one of ours, so we love to celebrate all of our principals, but especially elementary. And Brad has made such a huge difference at Johnson. It's just such a positive atmosphere, and the staff is just like coming in with all these awards and recognition. So it says a lot about the leadership and about the cooperation and collaboration he has with his staff. So congratulations, Brad. Very proud of you, Mr. Fisher.
Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I wear this hat for just anyone, you know.
You know, Mick, like you have good hair, and we just don't want to wear hats. I'm sorry, right?
Yeah, you know, and I have a big head, and these little Dollar General hats just don't quite makes my eyes bulge.
But notice he has a hat on, Mr.
Yeah.
I
Webb.
do. And look, my hair. Watch.
Okay, I'll have a hat on Thursday, and Thursday's episode.
When you got good hair, it stays in place,
Too funny.
especially when it's gray.
It's on the sides.
All right. Well, I'm going to kick off, but Brad, you are just amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, and we're just
Thank you.
very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wellhead. Greatly
Thank you.
appreciate
Good
it.
to see you.
Good to see you guys. Like you never know who's going to pop on here. You got to love it when we have visitors.
We have a principals meeting at 10 o'clock. He's just making sure I was here and make it to that. That's what it was.
Oh, do you have a friend? Oh, you never know. Maybe they're going to start it early. They'll pop in. You know,
He's just checking on me.
too funny, too funny. But so in the notes here, I could see in the private chat, Mrs. Wood, you were talking about something at DRA in the classrooms. Can you share that about what was going on with the classrooms when Mr. Fisher was there?
Yeah, I was just typing in the notes that he made sure that we had LFDs in the classroom and had innovative furniture to go along with that to really help with the collaboration of the kids working with the technology and the different areas of focus around the classroom. It was really impressive, and then even transformed the library as well. So it felt more technology friendly, coffee shop feeling. So he did a lot of great things at DRA.
No, I'll be the first to say when I go through those areas and so forth, when you say coffee shop feeling and those types of things. Yeah, very much so. And I felt like I was almost like in the movie The Intern and the Google campus. Able for people to sit all over campus, have a Wi-Fi connectivity point.
Yes.
And I know that you're doing great things over at Johnson like that too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Outstanding.
Yeah. We just had some technology at the resort that we can now clock in on our phones.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So, and they did that primarily because everybody was in line trying to clock in with a clock in. So I can do everything on my phone. I can work at home, clock in and clock out. So that technology was just incredible to have that. So it's just part of, what you do, Brad. You just keep introducing new programs. But I guess the question that I want to ask is, how did you get to the desert? Because apparently you're an Ohio person. Or Ohio fan. We always are curious how people got to the desert.
Born and raised in Ohio, yes. Long story short, I spent a couple of years in California. My family did when I was in high school. It was I called it a couple of year vacation. My uncle, my mom's brother, was living the dream down in Newport Beach house, the whole 9 yards. We went to visit 1 year, and my mom and dad said, we want the California dream too. So we moved out to California again, couple of year vacation. Because we moved back to the same house that my dad bought in 1978, still owns today.
Oh,
So it was rented there. We moved back to Ohio because we just, the mom and dad decided they preferred Ohio better. Went to Ohio State upon graduation. Did a long-term sub in my hometown, middle school PE, coached wrestling a little bit, and then realized I didn't like the winters anymore. I like visiting Big Bear, love going to Big Bear and playing in the snow. Didn't want to drive in it anymore. Didn't want to just be there, and flew out here. Spent a couple days with my aunt and uncle down in Newport. Had resumes out. Did some interviews. Was offered a position in Palm Springs Unified as a 4th grade teacher and the head wrestling coach at Cathedral City High School. And 25 years later, here I am still.
There you are. Look at that.
awesome.
That's pretty great. And Brad, like you said, I've known you since I would say 2003. That's when Mary and I worked together at Mecca School, and then we opened up Toro Canyon the following year and so forth. So I've known you quite a long time. I knew Brad before children. That's how long I've known Brad. So it's been a pleasure knowing you over the years, and from working together, playing golf, and you name it, just having a great time. And this award is very deserving. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations for sure.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Is there any closing out comments that you'd like to share with your families or our watchers about what's going on or anything?
Everybody have a safe and healthy winter break, and just keep on doing the work. We're proud of all of everything we do here. I'm proud of the staff here. They're an amazing group, and the community just has been so supportive and so understanding since I've been here, but especially since March 16th. Yeah. So just keep working hard but enjoy these next couple of weeks and get some rest and stay healthy.
I agree. Thanks, Brad. Congratulations again. You have a great break.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Happy holidays.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, that's always special to have, one of our administrators win awards. And as Mr. Wilhite was saying, he had the California State Teacher of the Year. Well, she was County's Teacher of the Year, now California State Teacher of the Year. And he has another award for a 2nd grade teacher. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of good things. So like he said, the Common Sense Media, the digital citizenship platform that they're doing, the Q, the start the week with hello, the Sandy Hook one. Yeah, he's doing a great job at Johnson.
I couldn't agree with you more. Most definitely. Mom, I was going to say, Mama Wood, can you walk us through the rest of the Spirit Week, and I'll bring it up on screen here and what's going on.
Yeah, you can bring it up on screen. So today we're head to toe. As you can tell, we're in hats and in socks. Oh, weren't able to get my foot up high enough to see my socks. Socks. Tomorrow is ugly sweater, right?
Okay.
Yep. Tomorrow's ugly sweater, or we're red, white, and green. So we're gonna be showcasing that with Ed Tech Services. So we'll be taking pictures in our hats today, and then ugly sweaters tomorrow. We're even doing a special activity in our department tomorrow with ugly sweater. And then if you scroll to the next one, what is Thursday?
Oh, before you go to Thursday, I do want to bring up, I think the December dare there is to go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation on Macy's.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yes.
And I want to make sure that we do that because I think it's just fantastic that they're going to use these letters to actually buy gifts for kids. And I just think that's fantastic. So I want to make sure that all of our students do that.
That's right. And we highlighted that last week as well, didn't we?
Yep, definitely. But here we go. What's going on the 17th?
All right. So we're going to wear cold weather clothes. I think it's in the 70s. I don't know how conducive. We'll have to turn down the air conditioning. And then dare to compliment someone and pay it forward on Thursday.
Excellent. And there we go. What's going on
Friday? Of course, we'll be Zoom friendly, professional on the top, and our PJs on the bottom. But we're wearing PJs on Friday, and tell someone what you admire about them at school or with your family.
Excellent. I'm going to definitely make sure to participate in the rest of the days, and I'll come by to grab that hat later. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
For taking us through the week and joining us.
Well, Mama Woods, what I found, when they were doing this DARE program, and you kind of think about it as an adult. So, I've been baking cookies because I haven't had anything to do. So yesterday, I decided to do something and go down to my shop where I get my card done and take cookies down. Well, they have changed ownership. And I got to meet the new people, which was kind of cool because I probably wouldn't have met them. And I go in, I asked for the lady that's there, and they say, oh, she's, has moved on. And come and meet it's a family affair. They're from LA. And it was really kind of cool because I didn't know these people. They were new to the community.
Awesome.
It was just fun. I mean, so it does make you, it opens up doors for you as well. So now he says, I can take care of your car. Let me know. This is my son, Nick. And my other son, I forget what his name was. But it was just awesome. I had no idea I was going to meet new owners.
Yeah.
And I'm sure those cookies went a long way with meeting those owners.
They did. So when these kids are out there doing that, I mean, I've always felt that, you put your face in front of someone. Even when we were in the culinary program, when whoever came in, I would have them introduce themselves because I think your name is the most important thing you have. And I would say, when Dr. Wilson would come in, go up and meet him and say hi, shake his hand. I'm so and so, and get to know him as a person in our world. So I think these DARE programs are just awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree. I completely agree with you. Definitely. But Mama Wood, I know you got a busy day. Know that I'll be by soon to grab that hat. Thank you very much for calling me out on social media. I love it when people do that. But, and I'll be by and see you later.
Distance siblings.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Well, Chef Mary, we had a fun-filled episode here. We talked to the Coachella Q Administrator of the Year. We had some visitors from other administrators of the district office. I do want to tell you, he's near and dear to you. Gary Tomac's last closed session board meeting is tonight.
Oh, I know. And I got a wonderful email back from him.
Oh, good. Yeah, I immediately sent that on to him. I knew that he would appreciate that.
Yeah, I got. He sent me a great picture of he and Judy in Dubai on one of their holidays.
Oh, okay. I got you. No, it's a sad day, but I'm looking forward to our newest board members joining on, Tricia Pierce. Maybe when she comes on and she gets her feet wet a little bit, we'll have her come on so you can meet her formally through Classroom Conversation for the rest of the community. I think that'd be a good thing. Definitely. And I do want to point out that tomorrow night at 5:00, we have the Goldfish Bowl finalist video debuting, and I'm going to end our show today with a little promo video for that. But one of our Desert Sands Educational Foundation board members, Stefan, and one of our alumni, Renee from Indio High School, been working with Mary Perry, Jan Diaz, and myself and our goldfish, our AKA sharks, on this video where we're giving potentially $3,000 per program. So it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's incredible.
We'll get to see that video. And if you like the show Shark Tank, you're going to love this because we did our best to model it right after it.
Yeah, Shark Tank is really pretty cool. I
Yeah.
always feel sorry for those people that just get blasted down. It's like, oh my God.
Well, that's why we're the Goldfish Bowl, and it's a little bit easier going in there. A little bit easier going. But Chef Mary, I'm going to go ahead and play that promo video here, and I'll catch up with you backstage here, okay?
Okay, I'll see you then.
Okay, we'll see you. All right. As a reminder, like I said, we've got the Goldfish Bowl that is going to take place tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock. The finalists will be on, and our finalists will be sharing about all the great things that they're applying for, and you'll see what our goldfish are awarding. So make sure to tune in tomorrow night on all of our social media platforms, and make sure you wear your mask and wash your hands. Be safe out there.